Hello, OakDads. It's Dr. Stanton. I want to welcome you to the 24-25 school year. I'm so excited for all the different things we have planned for this school year for the students that have been entrusted to us as we seek to instill character, truth, and wisdom in them. I want to spend a few minutes, as I try to do regularly, communicating with you as dads specifically. We have so many things on our plates, undoubtedly, but we also have that great responsibility to serve as earthly fathers to our children, and that's a very unique thing that many people don't necessarily always appreciate. And I want to encourage you throughout this year as dads for the work that you do, for the lives that you are shaping in your children, and thank you for that. And I want to start with another thank you to the dads who were here, who helped put together our playground, who helped dig holes, who helped paint walls, who helped take down lockers, who helped get everything ready in so many ways that I can't even completely comprehend or imagine, because it came together and with such amazing diligence and speed as things tend to do right before the school year starts. I was taking some folks around, some of whom have been here for 10 plus years, and they made the comment, the school's never really looked so beautiful. And I attribute that to you, to the work that you helped, along with so many other people who helped put things together. The school does truly look beautiful, and we thank you. I also want to thank you for your commitment to this group, to the OakDads. I was talking with another leader in the classical Christian school renewal movement, and was telling him the story of how this group started on its own. And he said, are you sure? I mean, you had no pressure in this? And I said, no, this was no pressure from the school whatsoever. They just decided they wanted to meet. They came up with this name, OakDads, and they've been off and running. And he said, boy, I know so many churches and schools who would want something just like that. And we're actually going to try and record something later on this week to eventually tell the story, at least part of it, of OakDads and the service that you do and the way that you organize yourselves and just get together, encouraging and building each other up. We want that to be an encouragement outside of Oakdale and throughout the country through Zipcast, which you may have heard of. And I would put in my plug for Zipcast. It's free to families. We've made an investment that we think is worth this, understanding that we're part of a broader classical Christian renewal movement, and we want to tell the story of OakDads as part of that. So if you have not yet signed up for Zipcast, all the instructions are in the Patriot Post. It's really easy to do. There's a QR code or a text that you can send, and you automatically get the Zipcast delivered to you on Monday mornings at 7. And it's meant to build up a community together, but inside your family as well. So you're supposed to listen to 12 to 13, 14 minutes at most on the way in, and be able to talk about things as you go. Along that lines, as we go through this year, it's really good sometimes to sit back and say, it's great to get back to school. It's great to get things rolling and routines going, and our calendars are about to fill up. As Labor Day weekend hits, it seems everything starts in earnest. And so I want to provide a baseline, something I spent some time recently with our rhetoric school students, walking through some questions with them. And we started with, what is education? And I just want to kind of provide some of the answers to a couple of the questions that we went through. So education is, in many ways, boils down to its discipleship. And those of you who've studied Latin know that discipuli is the word for student in Latin, and it gives us the same word as disciples. We're mentoring students. They're following what we do. And so we're discipling them in a way of life. Now, in education, that way of life can be in line with our values, or can be certainly offline with our values, as we see in many other places. It begs the question, then, what is Christian education? And Christian education is a discipleship in a way of life that points them to Jesus Christ and to the tenets of the Christian faith. Well, what then is so unique about a classical Christian education? Well, a classical Christian education takes the best things that have happened pre-Christianity as well as during the Christian era, and we say we're combining those things because they exist inside the addition to knowledge They provide and help cultivate wisdom. And then inside the branch of Christianity, it's wisdom and virtue. And we do all those things. We read those great books. We study those deep things so that we can disciple or point our students to Jesus Christ. And the end goals are that they would know God better, enjoy Him more, and glorify Him in their life. And we do that in any number of ways in any number of classes, but at its baseline, that's what we're looking to do. So as life gets really, really busy, potentially, here in the next few weeks or so, I encourage you to help us all keep straight that is what we're doing here. We're seeking to disciple students. We're seeking to cultivate virtue and wisdom in them. At the same time, we're instilling character and truth and wisdom as well. We cultivate it and instill it, and we want to make sure that students are pointed in that direction. And so let me finally encourage you, if you're getting this video, you're registered as a dad here at Oakdale Academy. If you're not plugged in yet with the OakDads, I am sure you'd be easily welcomed into this group and would encourage you to contact either Mr. Devin Fuller or Mr. Mark Ostash. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to connect you. I know a lot of texts fly around with the OakDads, and just want to finish by just saying thank you again. Thank you for not just helping here at school, and those are great things to use, those time, talent, and treasure. Thank you for pouring into each other. Thank you for being men of God that are willing to be out there with each other, pouring into each other, challenging and encouraging one another as brothers in Christ. What a treat it is to witness and to see how that is built up. So thank you so much for all that you do, and look forward to these videos to be able to hopefully encourage you as we go through this year. Thank you.